like to admit that I have lost my competitive spirit, but I genuinely cannot recall who won our 5-diamond final table.
I'm pretty sure I won. I don't remember either, but I did have James Dempsey on my team.
This
he
is
won.
true, and
I
he
was
did
running
win.
hotter than hell last tournament on the over-unders. I'm pretty sure I won. Let's just say I won.
Fine.
We're more than likely to be right anyway.
I'm too tired to fight this particular battle. Let's just go on with the show.
Oh, this show?
Yes, this show.
Which is?
Lucky Hearts with Jess and BJ.
Now, why is it called Lucky Hearts, Jess? Where are we?
Is it because we're so lucky in love?
Yes, I'm sure that's what it is.
No, we are at the Lucky Hearts Poker Open.
Which is where?
We're at Seminole Hard Rock in Florida, which doesn't have a lot to do with Lucky Hearts, but the final table of this event is on Valentine's Day. You have to play up the romantic angle a little bit anytime something falls on February 14th, so mark your calendars. Plan a hot date watching the live stream of this online with commentary from Tony Dunst and Dan O'Brien.
Even though Valentine's Day is a chick holiday and this field is like 98% men, but hey, whatever.
Well, you know, they should mark their calendars and make it a special day, though, since they won't be able to see it on TV. This is a non-televised main event.
But where can they see it, Jess?
They can see it on WPT.com, but it's a one-time only deal, so
Which is where
dump
they...
your girlfriends, dump your boyfriends, and let's watch some poker.
Wow, that's really
what
in
the
the
Lucky
spirit.
Hearts Poker Open is all about.
That basically tells you everything you need to know about how Jess feels about Valentine's Day.
Exactly. All right, let's move on from the schmaltzy stuff and get down to business. Today was day 1A
Yes.
of a $3,500 re-entry event, and we got 125 players.
Correct.
So the over-under, obviously going to be, how many total players are we getting?
Now, we already know that the total field size has already increased to 167. Some players are pre-registered for tomorrow.
Yes.
Day 1A started with 125, ended with 48, and the players who busted have the option of re-entering.
And some, if they ended with short stacks today, did have the option to forfeit their stack. I don't believe anyone has.
Didn't hear anybody say they were going to.
Typically, around 30% of the people who bust re-enter. I know some
Can
of
I
them
go first? You're kind of rambling. I'm just going to take the under. I think we're going to get close to 335, but I don't think we're going to get there.
It is a very good line. It's very close. I think so many of the people that busted late in the day are the pros that would re-enter that, in the spirit of being contentious with you, I'm going to take the over.
Okay.
A little flourish on that arrow.
Apparently.
That's what we'll call it, a little flourish. Some of the players that did bust late in the day were at the late reg table that was a pretty brutal lineup of young pros.
That would have been like our featured table if we had a
I would definitely say that was the featured table. People were tweeting the lineups and people were tweeting
players
back at them
such as...
Well, we had, who all came and went throughout the day? Keith Ferreira, Corey Burbick, Christian Harder, Matt Waxman, Matt Stout, Noah Schwartz.
Yes.
There was another one in there. Oh, Jesse Cohen.
I haven't really been listening, so I can't correct you. Yes, Jesse
Cohen, and I think maybe one or two others passed in and out throughout the day. And then, so these guys played through this extraordinarily tough table all day, and for some reason, in the 5-minute window before and after the table breaks, suddenly everybody busts out. Jesse Cohen busts out, Matt Stout busts out, Christian Harder busts out,
and we expect to see most of them back here on day 1B.
Yes, so that's...
Now, somebody who was not at that table...
Who will not be back tomorrow. They have a nice day off tomorrow.
Oh, I was actually talking about Sean Deeb's grandmother, Ellen.
I'm sure she'll take a nice day off. Actually, though, Ellen plays poker every day. She probably won't be taking a day.
Yeah, Sean Deeb was actually like a table or two over. He had a good day. He ended over 100,000, 112,000. But he got a visit from his grandmother, Ellen, who played in the WSOP main event last summer. Sean put her in.
If you watch, Sean and I did a video where he said his grandmother has been playing poker pretty much every day of her life since she was 8 years old, and she is now 92. So.
And Sean has played more hands than her.
That's probably true.
That's the way it is nowadays.
They're feisty. Sean told me a story once that he slow rolled his own grandma, and when I was like, "Why would you do that?" his response was something to the effect of, "She deserved it." So. Lots of competitive spirit in the Deeb family, and it's worked out well for Sean. He gets the day off tomorrow to maybe
he got that lucky grandmother sweat me action.
Yeah, and ended up with quite a few chips in the process.
All right, now
he is not the only big stack though, and he's not the biggest stack. Who ended the day on top?
No, we started with 125, ended with 48, and the two big stacks kind of surprised us late in the room. They were in the
like
far
tucked
corner.
away in the corner.
Everybody else battling around 150, and suddenly it's like, holy cow, these guys have 200K each.
Yeah.
Yuri Kadosh finished. He busted a guy on the penultimate hand. I like that word, penultimate. Second to last hand of the night. Ended the day with about 275,000, and then we had Eli Levy with 218,000. Those two guys are going to have tomorrow off and come back Sunday. I would bet right now that nobody's going to catch 275,000 on day 1B.
It seems pretty ridiculous to be that far out front. You know, we were looking around at the big stacks of people we knew, and Jason Mercier was the one that kind of stuck out because he went from starting stack of 30,000 up to 175,000, and it seemed like a really big jump because it just happened in the span of a couple levels. Look, I understand that a lot of times you find me boring, BJ, but to fiddle around on your iPad in the middle of the show might be a new low. What are you doing?
I'll point out that fiddling around on the iPad is part of the show, but in this case,
Hey there, Sean Buchanan.
WPT Magazine for iPad, which is now offered as a perk.
I was gonna say, are you a Club WPT member? Because this is a Club WPT
perk for members of ClubWPT.com. You can now get WPT Magazine on your iPad, just like this. Flip through.
I now like this strange device slightly more.
I love my iPad. It's great. But not Valentine's love, because that would be weird.
I would really hope there's not romantic love between you and your iPad. Otherwise, that thing's not being used in the show anymore.
Okay. Are we done with the show?
I think we're traveling into a strange space that, yes, it's probably best to wrap up, and let's change it up and defer to you on what our question of the day should be.
All right, I got one. Question of the day.
All right.
Valentine's Day at the Hard Rock. What is your favorite heart song?
I know you're not good with the emotions, so perhaps you don't. Do you mean favorite love song?
No. Favorite song by the band Heart. Dan and Nancy Wilson.
Gotcha.
Heart.
I love Heart.
Classic rock.
They have a lot of good ones.
All right. So what is your favorite?
It's a bit of a guilty pleasure, and it's kind of fudging a little bit, but almost Paradise from the Footloose soundtrack. It's a duet with one of the Wilsons, and
yeah, that's half of Heart. That's not Heart.
it's just so fun to belt along with the soundtrack.
And it's not a good song. And you're singing it, and it's not a good song.
Oh, come on, you have to sing Heart. What is your favorite Heart song, if you think you're so smart?
I like some of their later songs, but early song, Barracuda. Love Barracuda.
Ooh. Really?
Barracuda.
You're not going to do it?
I'm not going to do what?
You're not going to sing it? It's Barracuda.
I don't
How
sing,
do you not sing
Jess.
Barracuda?
I'm not a musical person. I don't sing.
Really? It's one of those, you hear the word Barracuda and you can't resist going?
All right. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, that.
That's not even, that's not Barracuda. No, stop. I think you're doing Rawhide.
Damn it.
WPT VIP, I love all the VIP only benefits, especially the online WPT Magazine. And you've got to check out the incredible iPad version of WPT Magazine, now available in the Apple newsstand.